Hey guys! Welcome to part 3 of this 4-part mini-series. Today's video is all about my top 5 favorite rides and attractions at Hollywood Studios, which is kind of why I'm wearing this cute little set of ears in tribute of the sorcerer hat that's no longer with us. But anyway, I'm sad about that. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what your thoughts are on the sorcerer hat leaving. Like I said, I for one am very sad that it's gone. It was an icon. Well, it was the icon, really, but to me, walking through the gates of Hollywood Studios and seeing the hat just made me so happy, and now it's the Chinese theater. But anyway, I'm going off on a whole other video, and that's not what we're here to talk about. So, if you guys want to find out what my top 5 favorite rides and attractions are at Hollywood Studios, then keep on watching! Okay guys, so who doesn't love the Muppets, right? Well, I guess maybe a few of you don't, but I personally do. So why wouldn't this make it to my top 5? Well, actually, to be honest, at Hollywood Studios, there's not many rides. It's mostly just shows, but anyway, yeah, so Muppet Vision 3D is my number 5 favorite on this list. It's one of those, you know, like 4D interactive type of attractions. If you guys watched my previous video on my top 5 favorite things at Animal Kingdom, you'll remember me talking about It's Tough to Be a Bug. Well, this ride attraction is fairly similar to that in the sense that you're in a theater watching a 3D video, show rather, and there's 4D effects. Like there's a cannon goes off and like you're watching like a screen, then a cannon goes off and you look behind you and I don't know why I'm pointing, there's nothing there, but there's like cannon smoke and a hole in the wall, and then up to your right, on your right, up on the balcony is the like 2 little old geezers, I guess, you know, arguing back and forth. It's really fun. If you guys like me grew up with the Muppets, it's something that you'll enjoy. And if you're not too familiar with the Muppets, if there's people who aren't out there, highly recommend it if you go to Hollywood Studios. It's just one of those cute, fun ways to get out of the Florida heat. So that's why it's my number 5. So number 4 on my list is the Great Movie Ride. Now, I heard that it's being refurbished and they're adding other movies to it and taking other ones away, so this is based off of the version that was there when I went back in 2012. But basically what this ride is a journey into the movies. You board this like huge, I guess, train car, and it takes you through different scenes of different movies. I believe they're like Walt's favorites or something like that, or just classic movies from like way back when. I know you go through scenes of Mary Poppins and the Wizard of Oz, or at least you did in that version of the ride. Even Alien was part of that too. It was one of those like really fantastic, awesome rides, and it was one of the really long ones too. Actually, everything at Hollywood Studios is basically like time consuming, so remember that when going there, because like it's all shows and stuff. There's a few rides which I'll get to later on, but like I said, for the most part it's long rides and long shows. But this is one of those long rides, and it's really great if your feet are really tired. This is one of those rides that tends to have quite long lines. I don't know if there's fast passes for it. I don't think there was when I was there. Maybe I'm wrong, it's been a little while. But definitely a ride to check out when your feet are really tired, or even at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day when you just want, you know, the last ride of the day to be kind of like relaxing and less hectic. This is definitely one to check out. I don't know if it's still closed. It's possible that it's still closed for refurbishment, but I'm sure if you go on the Walt Disney World website, it gives a list of rides that are being either closed down or refurbished or what have you. So yeah, that's the Great Movie Ride. Alright you guys, this one is definitely for the thrill seekers in your group. This ride is kind of not really for the faint of heart. It's really fast and really awesome. I, for one, I'm sure I've mentioned this in past videos, I am a huge, huge, huge thrill seeker. Like, I know not Disney fans don't like to mention the other park, but I went to Universal Studios as well, and I went on the Hulk, and that ride is amazing. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Disney. We're talking about Hollywood Studios. But the Rock and Roller Coaster is amazing. It's really, really fast. I believe it's the only roller coaster on Disney property that goes like a complete 360, like a loop, whatever. And it's Aerosmith. Who doesn't love Aerosmith, right? Anyway, fangirling, sorry. Yeah, so definitely check it out if you're a thrill seeker. I believe there's a chicken way out, so if you just want to kind of go see like the pre-show, you can, you know, tell the ride attendant like, oh no, I just wanted to see the pre-show, like I'm not riding the actual ride, and they'll let you out. A lot of rides do that. I don't know for firsthand if this one did, because I don't tend to take the chicken way out, but yeah, definitely if you're a thrill seeker, check it out. And if you're not, definitely try and check out the like pre-show. It's basically like you're in the sound studio, like in the recording booth, and they're on the other side and they're trying to get to their show, and you know, they're like, pull up a stretch limo, let's get an extra long or something like that. And you know, anyway, it's really cool and really just great. So if you're an Aerosmith fan or a thrill seeker or both, definitely check this one out. My number 2 on this list is another thrill ride. I can't necessarily say it's a little more tame, but it's definitely different than Rock and Roller Coaster, and that's Tower of Terror. Basically, it's an elevator that brings you up really, really fast and drops you really, really fast. So if you're one of those people that get kind of motion sick on elevators or anything, I don't really recommend this one. But if you're like me and you like new things and you like adventure and thrills and fast-paced rides, definitely check it out. I know for a fact that this ride definitely has a chicken way out, because my mom wanted to see like the inside of the lobby and stuff all the way, and it takes the chicken way out is all the way at the elevators, like before you board the actual ride. So she got to see like everything basically except the ride itself, which is really cool if, you know, you're traveling with people who aren't thrill seekers, but you don't feel like waiting in line by yourself necessarily right up until you get on. It's definitely great, and it's also really, really awesome inside. Disney decorated it really, really well. Like, it looks like that hotel hasn't been cleaned in like decades, really, and that's the whole point, right? It's an abandoned Hollywood hotel. And it's really great. Before you actually drop, there's like this whole like ride sequence, and you go through the Twilight Zone, and it's really, really great. I haven't actually seen like any of the Twilight movies or show or whatever, but from what I hear, it's really accurate. So if you're a fan of the show rather, or movie, or is there movies plural? I don't know. If you're a fan anyway and you like thrill rides, definitely check out the Tower of Terror. It's obviously one of my favorites. So there's really no surprise as to what my number 1 favorite attraction is at Hollywood Studios. Beauty and the Beast stage show. What could be better? I always like to kind of end my day with this and then Fantasmic. I don't mention Fantasmic in this video, but I'm going to do a whole separate thing on like entertainment at Walt Disney World, so that's going to be in that. But Beauty and the Beast is kind of how I like to end my day if I'm not ending it with Fantasmic or doing Fantasmic later. The theater's somewhat outdoor, but like you're covered, but it's not like a room, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But basically, like, it's the entire story of Beauty and the Beast, Broadway style. And I've never gotten to see any kind of Broadway shows like in New York or anything, so this is kind of like the closest I've ever gotten to that, and it's really, really great. Like, I tear up every time I go on that ride. I tear up every time I go see that show. It's magical, and I mean, it's Disney to the fullest, right? I can't praise this attraction more. Like, it's just really awesome. So if you have time in your day, I definitely recommend going to see the Beauty and the Beast live on stage. However, it is one of those rides that rides. Why do I keep saying rides? It's one of those shows that is very, very popular. They say to line up 45 minutes ahead of time, but I suggest taking about an hour out of your day to just wait in line. If you have a big group, you know, you can send someone off to get popcorn, or I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's near Tower of Terror. So like, if you're like, say like my mom, and you don't like thrill rides, you know, you can wait in the line for Beauty and the Beast while the thrill seekers in your group go ride a ride. Or if you want them all to stay together, you know, get some popcorn beforehand and sit there, kind of just take time to relax and wait in line, because the line gets really, really long, like really, really fast. Same with Fantasmic, but like I said, I'll get to that in another video. So yeah, tip, basically just line up as early as you possibly can. I mean, every seat in there offers a great view, but like the closer you get, the better, you know, your view will be, or your pictures will be if you're gonna take pictures. Yeah, so there you have it, my top 5 favorite rides and attractions at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So there you go. That video was pretty quick, quicker than I thought it would be. Leave me a comment down below what your what your top favorite, I can't speak today, what your top favorite ride or attraction is at Hollywood Studios. I always like to hear from you guys. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to see more videos from me. That would be great, so you don't have to keep searching for me or anything like that. And if you want more Disney in your day, feel free to check out my Facebook, link in the description. And I post, like anytime a new video goes up, I post it there as well. So you guys are always up to date, I guess. And yeah, so until my next video, you guys take care and keep on Disney dreaming. Bye!